Hey YouTube fans, we're going to give you a little bit of update of our house. You can see that the roof is on now, finally. We're here in December, getting close to Christmas. And you can also see that we're putting standing seam there on a small bump out of our house. And then the porch there is also going to get standing seam as well. Wanted to let you guys know the products that we're using is kind of the zip system. You can see the green boards and the red boards there. And then there's tape covering each of the seams. This is kind of a newer process. The wood's supposed to give you like a 30-year warranty, it says on it. I believe the roof as well. You get like 90 days with that roof there. It's a 30-year warranty, but a 90-day for like dryness. The tape works pretty well at keeping water and moisture out. The roof's been on probably at least close to 2 months without wood. And we do notice a little bit of dripping in the house here and there. I think we counted like 12 or so spots. We did have one spot where the edge of the roof brought in lots of water. The other day it poured and I sucked out probably about 15 gallons of water, but now that the roof's on, hopefully that'll seal that up. Our roofer who put on the shingles said this is the first time he's ever seen this system or put a roof on it, so he liked it. He thought it was pretty cool. We'll have to give you an update in the future and let you know kind of how it's working out. Now the plywood under the standing seam, they said has to be a little bit heavier, basically I guess to give support to that standing seam. And we're going to take a look at it and give you a little bit more updates at the standing seam. We'll be back in a minute here. And here's a shot of our garage. It's just about finished. Again, it's the shiny 16-inch wide in between those grooves. They still have the corners to put on. The metal actually goes up quickly. It's the corners and the edges that take a lot of time. But the great part about standing seam roof is no screws are visible. You can't see them. They're all interlocked underneath the metal. To me, it's less chance of it leaking. That's why we didn't go with the standard metal. But we also like the look of the standing seam as well. So this is a shot of a piece of standing seam. It was actually just a piece of scrap that they threw in there to kind of protect the old other standing seam. It's actually kind of like a brownish color, a bronze color. And it's also the interesting about this piece of standing seam. You could get it in many different colors. You can also get it with what's called textured. That's actually a textured piece there. This here is actually what we're putting on our roof. It's a little more shiny than the textured. The textured does take out some of the shine, but it's also supposed to be a little stronger. Actually, the metal on the textured is a little bit thinner. I think it's a 29 gauge, and the shiny stuff is probably I think they said is a 26 gauge. Now the textured, you can only get in certain widths as far as how wide it is. That can only come to the max of 16 inches. The smooth metal, the shiny stuff, that stuff can go up to 19 inches. But for our standing seam, we decided to go with the 16 inches just because it's a little more stable. You don't get as much flexibility in between the ridges that go up through the roof. So that's kind of why we went with the 16 versus the 19. I guess we'll see how that goes. So guys, we talked about all that water that came in the other day with the rain. This is my rigging for rainwater. Like literally, I put these cardboard boxes, which helped a lot, in between these 2x6s. This is where the garage roof meets the other roof, and that valley had just a little bit of tape, wasn't enough, and we had rain. 15 gallons of water come in here. The rain most of the day was over till I rigged this up, but I still bet I have at least 3 gallons of water in those buckets and in that pail, and you can see. So from here, I'm going to give you a shot of how far that water went. So as we spin, that water went basically down that area, through that doorway, and you can kind of see the tub right about there. The water went all the way over to that, and then halfway down in front of the tub. So lots of water. We had to sweep, shop vac it up. swept it into a pan and scooped it into a bucket. And like I said, it was like 15 gallons of water. There's still at least another 3 gallons of water up here sitting in those buckets and pails. So yeah, not fun. We're excited now that the roof's on. We'll check it out. It's supposed to rain this week, so hey, we might see it. We'll hopefully see if this is gonna fix our problem, because here in the near future, we're actually gonna spray foam this home, the outside walls. So that is coming in the beginning of January. So there'll be a video on that. Drywall's coming in March, as well as finishing it. So we're super excited about that, and we want to get this dried out as soon as possible. So it's winter, the air's drier, so, and it's been breezy, so it's dried up pretty good in here pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll let you know, and there's more videos to come, so stay tuned, keep watching with all the updates that are coming. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
All right, so we are up here at the lot building house, and this should be a continuation of another video we have that's super far behind. I think we're going to piece this together with another video where it was almost Christmas time and we were talking about spray foam coming soon. Well, today is actually, I believe it's January 28th or 29th. 2023. So it's the last Saturday in January. Spray foam has not happened yet. It is scheduled for this coming Monday. I think it's the 30th. The reason being is because we were having some water issues still coming in our house. So we pushed off the spray foam. I'm going to come in and show you guys a little bit more as to why we did this and what's going on. But we're going to flip the camera around here and I'm going to show you what the outside of our house now looks like. So as you can see, the outside of our house now has house wrap on it. And this really wasn't supposed to be necessary. I'm not sure if Ryan and I went a little overkill on this or not. Even after the roof went on, we still had some trouble with water coming in. We'll see if we can flash some pictures up here. Mostly up in the upstairs is where we noticed it, but even on some windowsills, even on the first floor, I believe, we had water coming in at the windows. We had it coming in, we think maybe at some eaves, we're not sure. There was puddles different areas. So we'll put some pictures up here and show you. It was kind of a little bit disappointing and almost kind of scary to think, okay, our roof is on, we shouldn't have all this water coming in. I don't know if it's some of the zip boards. Ryan explained this, I think, in a past video or clip where they taped the zip boards together. I don't know if some of the tape was coming apart or what, but anyway, we had a good bit of water coming in there. I think it was around Christmas time. Here we are like over a month after Christmas now that we're filming this. And I think it was like a rainy, snowy mixture. It was pretty bad. We got a good bit of precipitation and we had quite a bit of water come in again. So we said to our contractor, okay, we were supposed to spray foam, I think like a week later. And we said, no way, not with this much water still coming in. This needs to be house wrapped. We have to be able to see it rain a few more times, and then we'll go from there. So it has rained a few more times. Praise the Lord. It's been staying dry in some of those, actually all the areas. We haven't noticed any water coming in. So we went ahead and gave our blessing to go ahead and get the spray foam people out. So we have some areas of house wrap completed and some areas not. I'm up on the second floor right now, and I'm going to see if I can point here. Right there, you can see some sunlight coming in. That is where our roof kind of drops, and it kind of goes down in like a dog leg type thing where the main roof line meets the garage because it's a totally different direction of the ridge line. Anyway, you can still see sunlight up there, so I'm assuming that needs house wrapped yet because that's not roof. That's actually like, that will get sided. So we're hoping all that gets done here before siding goes on, just because we really don't want a water problem. And that pretty much sums it up for this video on roofing. We have more in the works right now because we're a little bit behind. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and we'll keep more content coming. Bye.